Parts of a preserve in San Marcos are now open to those who like to hike, bike, or even birdwatch.
Purgatory Creek Natural Area is a popular spot for tourists, but it was shut down for 2 months after the Halloween flood. KXAN's Heather Jackson takes us on a tour and shows us parts that are still damaged and still closed.
I see the sunrise and I see the sunset. Every day is very special.
Gerald Castillo goes out of his way to find the charm in everyday life. On this day, he chose to visit the Purgatory Creek Natural Area to photograph the beauty of the preserve.
Love road runners, but they're hard to catch.
The preserve was off limits to people like Gerald ever since the floods of October 30th. The city of San Marcos spent the past few months fixing several trails.
The water just washed the dirt away, and it looked like a trail, but it went right off the edge of a cliff.
Last Friday, the upper region of the natural area reopened to the public, but the lower portion of the reserve had much more significant damage. And some lower parts of the area, trails like the one that I'm standing in, turned into 8-foot ravines. The city says they're still doing cleanup of the lower preserve to make it safe once again.
There's areas where we have piles of debris that are over 6 foot tall.
The goal is to have all of the Purgatory Creek Natural Area back open by April, so that visitors like Gerald can capture all 570 acres on camera.
It's having our own green belt down the street from where I live.
In San Marcos, Heather Jackson, KXAN News.
And the city says thanks to San Marcos Greenbelt Alliance volunteers who come out 3 times a week to help restore that area. We checked to see if any other parks had reopened since the floods, and Jacob's Well near Wimberley reopened 3 weeks ago. It had to undergo 2 months of repairs. In Travis County, Hamilton Pool is open now, but swimming is still not allowed. It was originally closed off for the Memorial Day floods and then got hit again in October. At this point, there is no timeline on when it will reopen for swimming. Capes Camp Park and Thompson Island in San Marcos are still closed. City leaders say all other parks are open, but some do need repairs.
I'm still waiting.